did vote on that last month. I did meet with Christina yesterday. She had her first meeting with Watler to start processing that paperwork. I think they did say that they officially won't have everything cleaned up and over until the May 1st, because that way it starts with our fiscal year. They discussed that yesterday, and we had mentioned that at the previous meeting also. So nothing new there, but to say that we have started. And yesterday was the 8th. Okay, the next one is me too. The ordinance violation letters.
New business?
Yeah, new business. Clearwater was already here.
Clear wave.
Clear wave.
Clear
Waiver.
wave, yeah.
Clear waiver.
Well, actually, clear wave.
Is it wave? Okay.
It's wave.
W-A-V-E.
All right, I'll take that.
Amend that too, would you please?
Yes, thank you. I addressed the letter March 2021, real similar to the letter that Ms. Lowry had read to us. And I'm going to pass that around to the board here. And a list here that I did give you already. I gave you all a list of the ordinances where you can find in your ordinances book some of the things that are being abused, neglected. I'll go ahead and read these out loud. I'm not going to read the codes. You can look them up. Use of upholstered furniture, indoor, outdoors location prohibited. Upholstered furniture designated for prepaid, special pickup, or delivery by public or private hauler, provided that such may remain outdoors for a period not to exceed 72 hours. That's indicating that if you thought someone was going to buy it and come get it, then they need to come get it within that 72 hours that you have it out. If you thought it was going to be picked up by trash pickup, then it should have been picked up, and if not, then it needs to be removed from where you have it within 72 hours. And so the next one is disorderly conduct, elements of offense. A person commits disorderly conduct when he knowingly does any act in such unreasonable manner as to alarm or disturb another and to provoke a breach of the peace. Village code saying littering is prohibited. No person shall deposit any litter within the village except in public receptacles, in authorized private receptacles for collection, or in duly licensed disposable facility. Sidewalks and alleys free from litter states. Persons owning, occupying, or in control of any public place or private premises shall keep sidewalks and alleys adjacent to thereto free of litter. The next one, owner to maintain private premises. The owner or person in control of a private premises shall at all times maintain the premises free of litter. Littering from vehicle states. No person, while the operator or a passenger in a vehicle, shall deposit litter upon any public place or private premises. Litter in park states. Thank you, Brad.
You're welcome.
Litter in parks.
Thank you.
No person shall deposit litter.
Any park within the village except in receptacles or such manner that the litter will be prevented from being carried or deposited by the elements upon any part of the park, upon any other public place or private premises. That means whether, if you've got it loosely and then it can be just tossed around and moved around. The next one is, no person shall post or affix any notice, poster, or other paper or device calculated to attract the attention of the public upon any public place except as may be authorized or required by law. No person except the owner or tenant shall post any such notice or private property without the permission of the owner or the tenant. We have, and I do have the numbers if you want to look it up in your IL book. These are the small numbers on these pages are the actual Bellmont ordinances, and like at the bottom of this section says 65 ILC 511-111. That's where you look in the Illinois code book. Burning prohibited states. It shall be unlawful to cause or allow open burning in agricultural waste, household trash, or garbage. Bellmont Village Code, stopping, standing, or parking prohibited in specific places, states on sidewalks, in any alley that is open or maintained, stand or park a vehicle, whether occupied or not, except momentarily to pick up or discharge passengers, within 30 feet to approach of the flashing signal, stop sign, yield sign, or traffic control signal located at the side of the roadside, parking a vehicle, whether occupied or not, except temporarily for the purpose or while actually engaging in loading or unloading property of passengers, and within 50 feet of the nearest railroad crossing. These are just some of the ones that have been brought to my attention that have been abused within the last 6 months or so. So this will give us a place to begin. I have passed around the copy of the ordinances letters that we are already in our ordinances book, so this would be the way that we would actually execute these. I do think it's like Ms. Lowry said, it's a courtesy to go ahead and let the public know that we are ready to start enforcing this. It'll give them a time to do their spring cleanup, and then we will have to carry on our business. Okay. Any questions about it?
You gonna do all these vehicles in the yards in?
Pardon me, sir?
All these old vehicles sitting in people's yards that ain't tagged or licensed?
These ordinances address that, and we will try to pursue asking those people to be within the ordinances.
Well, there was ordinance on that.
Yes, and I do believe I read one of those about parked
Did you?
vehicles and running vehicles. Yes, sir.
Yeah, they're supposed to be covered up if they're not licensed or,
Yeah. So.
yeah, 'cause a lot of these places look pretty junky with all that stuff in it.
Yeah. I was curious if there was a sidewalk across from Miss Love's house. I plan to start getting busy on sidewalks again. Everybody's welcome to join me. I started that project last year, hoping to be able to see which sidewalks are going to need repair that we can use motor fuel tax rebuild grant money to hopefully do that with. And on the north side, there's a sidewalk that goes down, and then I can't tell if it continues or not because there are, I think, 10 vehicles parked there. And so I need to know if there's a sidewalk there or not. Are you certain of that? Because I'm not sure if the vehicles are covering it up or the gravel. Is that something you want to look into, Mayor?
I have, and there's no sidewalk.
Okay, all right. I wanted to be sure of that because that would be a violation of those vehicles there, and we could get those moved out.
I've been talking to them about that.
Okey-doke. All right.
While you're talking about these sidewalks, Linda,
Uh-huh.
Fisher's up there has got a mess on their north side of their
Yes.
lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure how to fix it. Rather than go into a lot of expense,
And labor, there's a
I
lot of
say a
labor
lot of
involved there.
expense.
And I did mention that to Pam, and I don't believe Randy was there the day that I mentioned it to Pam. And she was very hesitant of us doing anything with that right now. Basically because it's all washed away. And if we were to tear it out and try to put a new one in, it's a rebuild. But it almost looks like you would have to put a culvert in there to be able to, and bury it because it's too washed away. And across from her lot, going out to the railroad track next by one of the well houses, that needs to be dragged out a little bit. It's not got a good drain there, which backs it up on her property and then on up to the curve. So that's something we need to look into.
I got water standing over here a foot deep every time it rains.
I think we all had a lake after that snow melt.
Whoever fixes Fisher's, I'm hesitant to say this in front of everybody, but, well, Fisher's has a problem with water under their house.
Oh,
It don't stay, but we don't wanna fix a problem in
And
the
make it
street
worse
and
for
make
them.
it worse for under their house.
well, we definitely wouldn't start on that sidewalk without their consent.
No, but I mean, we gotta talk to Randy or somebody how to go about helping them get rid of their water and not backing it up by putting a culvert in there.
And that's not a job that I think that our employee can do. I think that is something that
Oh,
we'd
no.
have to hire out, and so we'd have to have an engineer tell us really
Yeah.
what to do with that.
Yeah.
And that is something that, this motor fuel rebuild fund could possibly work with us
Yeah.
on that one.
I'm just telling you,
Get it,
but,
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
cause I won't,
I get it. I get it.
Okay, I can't see, but I think Peggy's waving her hand.
I was just gonna say, that was brought up here a while back, and it was, we were led to believe as the board that, several years, or probably it was months at that time, she had destroyed the vegetation purposely there to
Oh.
keep the growth, and then without the vegetation, then naturally you're gonna have a washout.
And that's exactly what happened.
So I don't know that it's even important to her that there is a sidewalk there, because she destroyed the vegetation that would have kept that in place.
she destroyed that, she did. And I think she would be comfortable with, cause
So the removal of it, you're
she
saying?
likes to mow.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
put a
she
culvert in
would
there,
be
you fill it up where the little
objective
grass
to
let her
just
mow it.
removing the concrete and putting it somewhere else you could use.
Uh-huh. But with the water that is coming off of that, and like I say, I didn't know she had water problems otherwise, but even coming down that, it seemed like that end of Church Street is low, and the other end is low, because I've seen the neighbor 2 doors down from me, her driveway will flood, and Bo Seckers across the street will flood. It seemed like we got a little peak
Well-
going like that.
It's notorious around town here that we got low spots,
Yes.
especially when you get as much rain as we, drainage is terrible here.
Yeah. So maybe possibly consider a culvert and covering that property, but that's something we'll have to take to the board and
Yeah.
vote on in a,
But that's gonna be an expensive fix, because you're gonna have to have an engineer involved and somebody with the equipment to do that stuff.
yes. That's more reason to try to use this motor fuel rebuild fund,
Yeah.
because that's an unbondable one that we might be able to qualify for.
Yeah.
So,
You got 6 streetlights out in town.
6?
do you know where those are? Or do I need to go for a drive in the evening and find out?
I think Bill's got a call in for 4 of them, so.
Okay, so you guys are on that, thank you.
No, Bill was on that.
Okay.
Does the village pay for replacing them?
No, they replace them. We just gotta call
Public
them.
utility replaces them.
No, Ameren.
And what I meant.
Need a motion to adjourn.
Hot diggity dog.
So I'm not gonna get my sticker.
Get it in daytime, Dave.
Motion to adjourn.
Hey, 3 weeks I've been waiting.
Your 4-wheeler will have to be inspected, Dave.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah, you bring it in.
I have seen more 4-wheelers in this town with nothing on them.
Then
Nothing.
call the law.
Nothing on them.
Call the law.
No sticker, nothing.
Call the law.
That's the.
Why should I call the law?
It has to be brought to.
You give the sticker to them.
Well, if they don't have a sticker,
If
we
they don't have a
obviously didn't.
sticker,
They
we
got
can
stickers.
obviously give it to them.
Well, if they got a sticker, then they came in and they got their vehicle.
They didn't come in to get these stickers. Somebody gave it to them.
Nobody gave them
No,
any
we
sticker.
don't have them hanging out.
You
I
pay
did want to mention
$25
too,
for them, Dave, just like.
I ain't gonna worry about the sticker, you ain't gonna give it to me.
before we close, I did want to mention too that I just heard today that the spring trash pickup is set for May 26th.
And that'll be roadside
Yeah,
instead
it's
of a dumpster.
the large.
Oh, if you don't pass, I mean, this stuff sitting out, on the rules, you get fined or a ticket or
Yes, sir, there will be
how much or whatever.
there will be an explanation of how that is handled. Usually, I believe that we give you an opportunity to take care of it. If you do not take care of it, then the village has the right to take care of it and bill you for it.
How much?
Whatever it costs us to take care of the job, whatever the job might be. It depends if I'm moving a car, if I'm moving a couch, or if I'm,
Well, I noticed my couch has been coming up a lot, come on right off the top of the list, I noticed.
and I'll have you know that I organized that list. The last meeting was unable to, not last meeting, but the meeting before February, and was able to present it because we had such a disruptive meeting that I didn't even get it in, so I do apologize.
I've been waiting on a
for not changing
dumpster.
the date.
We gonna get a dumpster for long?
No, we're getting curbside pickup, May 26th.
Okay,
May.
that motion to adjourn was first. I need to do area right.
Still ain't enough time.
See what's this, March, April, May,
Yeah, it's still quite a ways out, so motion to
2.5 months.
adjourn. Okay, Mark first.
Need a motion?
That's what he asked for.
I'll make a motion.
Martha. I'll second. All in favor say aye, yay.
Can I see one of them stickers tonight? Just to see it?
When I was back there just a minute ago, I did realize that the door is closed and locked, and they are in the locked room. They are not out for anyone just to grab a hold of. That's why when you think someone has been handed out to a sticker, I don't think so. They are kept in a locked area.
Locked there, the mayor's got the keys.
Meeting adjourned.
Yes, oh, I'm
Meeting
sorry.
adjourned.
My apologies. Meeting adjourned.
They're in the safe yet? Along with the cameras.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you guys for all you do. I
Thank
know
you, Peggy.
from